Open House is a learning lab for Target to test and inform enterprise strategies in a quick and iterative way in a public-facing space. In partnership with Electronics, we launched Game Room to explore the future of gaming for Target. The Game Room theme lends itself well to the goal of Open House as a hands-on, immersive destination to explore the new role that physical retail can play, shifting Target's relationship with the guest from transaction to interaction. Game Room features 6 experiential zones reflecting gaming trends, including virtual reality, esports and PC gaming, mobile and subscriptions, mixed reality, streaming and cloud gaming, and fitness in gaming. The experiential zone by the front window features virtual reality. We called it Immerse. We decided to showcase Oculus Quest for its ability to be untethered and provide a large assortment of games. To elevate the guest experience, we created dedicated guest storage, a visible cleaning station to be used before and after each use, highly visible player consent signage, live game casting to entice guests to play, accessible seating for waiting or possible nausea. We included 2-player games to encourage social VR play, as well as single-player options, with a store team member guiding the guest throughout the process. In addition, an interactive tablet experience provides product information and game instructions. We chose to feature the information digitally to allow for easy remote updating. The next zone is called Battle, showcasing PC gaming and esports. Recognizing the importance of people's gaming setup, we created 4 battle stations to speak to different types of products: professional, wireless, ergonomic, and budget. We curated PC gaming peripherals to match each theme, from headsets to gaming-specific keyboards and chairs. A lot of attention was given to cable management when designing the layout and furniture. To stay on brand and maintain security, we restricted each station to 1 pre-selected game, which was cast live on additional screens for viewing. Our professional setup speaks to the world of esports. To give us a level of authenticity and credibility in the space, we partnered with SF Shock, a San Francisco-based esports team, and are selling their merchandise at Game Room. To speak to the breadth of games becoming available to guests through subscriptions and the growing mobile gaming market, we focused the next zone on the recently released mobile subscriptions platforms, Apple Arcade and Google Play Pass. We highlighted the offerings for both platforms and allowed guests to try them both out. Each phone was in kiosk mode and featured 1 game, to prevent in-app purchasing and additional content being downloaded. We displayed Apple App Store and Google Play Pass gift cards to explore if guests would be interested in signing up for a subscription in-store. The next zone features mixed reality, which is the most future-facing technology in the space. We partnered with Magic Leap to showcase their mixed reality headset. The company's current emphasis is on B2B and not gaming yet, so the selection is limited and the UI is not very user-friendly. So we decided to feature a simple and familiar game, Angry Birds. Similar to VR, showing the sanitation materials and process was important to us, as well as a visible player consent sign, guest storage, and lockable device storage with incorporated charging. Casting was not reliable, so we used video footage of the game to introduce guests to this touchpoint. The next zone is called Connect and speaks to streaming and cloud gaming. The expectation is that all future consoles will feature cloud-based gaming, with Google Stadia having been the first to be released. To highlight the flexibility of the platform, we created an at-home and on-the-go setup. Through early prototyping, we discovered that Stadia works most consistently with mobile phones and Chromecast. Live streaming games as a way to connect gamers with their communities continues to gain popularity. We partnered with Mixer, Microsoft's streaming platform, to create educational content for our guests, such as the basics of streaming, how to grow their following, and address pairing concerns. A high-end streaming setup featuring a green screen, mic, camera, and specialized streaming keyboard allowed the guests to try it out in-store. The live game is cast on a separate screen for onlookers to enjoy. Once the guest completes the experience, they get an Xbox Pass with a unique code in the value of $25. The Move Zone speaks to the trend of fitness-focused gaming consoles. We featured Nintendo Ring Fit Adventure on Nintendo Switch and Just Dance 2020 on PlayStation 4, focusing on the fun and fitness versus the workout. This was a good entry-level gaming experience with a low barrier to entry, speaking to families with young kids and groups of friends coming to the store and even strangers. bringing people together in a special way, casting both interior and exterior, inviting guests into the space with gameplay footage. Again, we had a player consent sign and guest storage. At its core, Game Room at Target Open House is about learning from the guest for us to share insights with our partners in EST and electronics. We have various methods in place to capture learnings. The feedback wall is a way to have a dialogue with the guest, an opportunity for them to give us feedback on their experience at Game Room and share their thoughts. A screen allows us to change prompts every week. Feedback cards for guest responses are captured weekly by store staff. Another way to capture feedback is via tablet kiosk, with short survey questions that can be regularly updated and exported. Conducting shop-alongs and intercepts in the space is another great way for us to gain guest insights and thoughts about the space. Using cameras, we can track the amount of guests, their dwell time, and engagement per zone. 70% of products are for sale in store, and we created first ever partnerships with Facebook to sell Oculus Quest at Game Room, as well as SF Shock and Fanatics to sell bespoke merchandise. Some products are preview only at Game Room, such as Stadia, Razer Jungle Cat controller, Magic Leap, and Digital Storm custom PC. In the short period that the space has been open, it has captured the attention of the press and the retail industry, and several articles have been written about Game Room. We hope that what we've learned at Game Room will help inspire and inform what's next for gaming at Target.